Welcome, everyone, to the Real Walking Cast, episode 65. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris?
Hey, what's up, everyone?
What's up, Jeanette?
What's up?
What's up, Gloria?
Hello.
All right, so we've done more Real Walking Cast than we ever did in the whole history of that show that we created.
Well, at least it's getting up there, the numbering of the episodes. I've got something to say, though. Something really cool. This isn't one of those, Glenn's not dead thing. Well, it is, but it's kind of added to it about another character, too. Michonne. I rewatched the whole episode, and there was a part, and I noticed this, and I'm like, oh my goodness. The moment when Michonne is yelling at that guy about, because he's like, he doesn't think they should do, what they were planning on doing when they were in the pet shop.
That guy's just an idiot, but go ahead.
Yeah, and she told him off about, like, Glenn's going out there risking his life for you and everything like that. And I like how there was a line in there where she said, have you ever had so much blood on you that you didn't know whether it was yours or your friend?
Right.
Or your enemies or your friends. And
I remember that. I said something's going to be with that, right.
Because Glenn, it could have been Nicholas's blood. So it's like, I wonder if they had that for like a subliminal message, like.
Well, this is probably the way it is. Like, Glenn's laying there, and he's seeing people take intestines. He's like, ah! And he's like, wait a minute, my intestines isn't in my throat.
True! True!
And he takes a hold of the dumpster and, like, does like a bench press and, like.
What's probably going to happen is, like, he's probably watching this, like, screaming, ah! And then he sees them eating a hand, and he's like, I have my hand. What the, and then he's looking at his other hand, and he's like, hello, I have a flare effing gun in my effing hands. Okay? It's effing red flare gun. I'll shoot the son of a bitch, and then and they'll go towards the friggin' thing. So I'll just light some bullshit up, shoot it that way. They'll be like, just go like this way.
Did you notice also there's some pictures of them when they're standing there before, when they're just getting like cornered and they've got the guns in their hands and stuff. Did you see the suitcase near, like, leaning up against the dumpster? Like, what if there were, like, a weapon in there?
Listen, he just hops in the dumpster and closes the thing. It's metal. He's like, holding it down. Like, nothing's going to happen.
In the picture where they're standing around it before they get, like, the big part, before they have to get on top of it, there is stuff in it, but
he's gonna call Rick in the dumpster, and he's like, "Idiot!
Oh,
get me out of here!"
No, someone told me they said that that there's a chance that there's a hole underneath the dumpster, like a manhole, and that he could go down into the sewer. And
first of all, they're on top of him. How the hell is he gonna, like? Let me have 5 minutes to open it, because that stuff is heavy.
I'm saying about there could be a manhole and you can climb into it in the sewers, and then there's episodes in the future where Maggie and Aaron are in a sewer.
Right. Daniel, you gotta watch The Walking Dead, bro. We gotta get you into it.
Because you're missing out on something.
Oh, come on, man. You gotta get into it, man. This is what everybody's talking about.
Yeah. It's everywhere.
We have like 16 million people watching this. 16 million.
Watch it. Even people that don't know about everything about it are like, man, I don't know who. I hope he's alive because that boy's got fans.
Listen, we are good. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a Real Walking Cast educational program. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually sit with Daniel in this cast and watch each episode just to get him going, and then we can get his reaction season 1. Because listen, we gotta spend some time with you, bro. We gotta spend some time with you. I'm telling you, you would love it. I know you would love it. I know, dude. You say you love action, right? This is constantly action.
especially-
Dude,
Wow.
I'm not looking to embarrass you, but you said you like chicks that are like manly, like whipping out weapons and karate kicks and knives and stuff?
Yeah.
This is the show for you, bro.
Michelle,
This is all you.
Maggie, where she gets down to it.
Badass women like leaping around, stabbing things. You gotta see this. It's not just the action, it's the story development, bro. You would love it. I know you would love it. I think you would be talking about it constantly. Telling you. That's what you know what it's on the list. Because I'm writing a list. You're on the list. We're gonna do that for you. There's a good list and a bad list, and there's also a shit list, but you're not on that. But listen, we're going to do that, all right? That Joe is going to watch episodes with Daniel Walking Dead. That's what we're going to
I
do.
told you about Steampunk, so that's another fandom, but just remind
Listen, I'll tell you what. I'll make a promise to you, okay? If you do this with me, right, I will host, like, you know, as many friggin' Trek casts as we can. All right? I will make time for you if you make time for me at Walking Dead. I'm telling you. Dude, I'll come home early. Like an hour, whatever.
Yeah.
I gotta get you into that's it. That's it.
Mhm.
We'll do it live!
That's what you call
Do it
motivation.
live! That's it. We're gonna do it. That's it. That's on the list. Teach Daniel Walking Dead stuff. So I just want you to be, dude. We're gonna be doing so many now that it's like these casts. Dude, you realize we've done like more Real Walking casts this week than we did the whole history that this show was created. Like we must have did what, Gloria? Like 7 this week or 5 or whatever. We popping them out.
4, I think so far 4 or 5.
And the reason why I invited you to this show is because, again, I don't invite you to the Real Walking Cast because you don't know what's going on, but we want you to be a part of it. So by the episode 70, at least you can see an episode under your belt. You know what I'm saying? Like,
If you watch it with me, I'll watch it.
we'll watch it together. That's it. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do.
idea, because then after you could do the review stuff for his review.
You know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do? Following this cast, you and I are gonna watch episode 1. I will stay up for you. You know what? What? I'll wake up on 2 hours sleep. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. That's it. I'll be so tired, but it'll be worth it because you will like something new. And then you on your own can watch it. That's what we're gonna do. Right after this cast, you and I are watching episode 1.
Yay!
If you can stay up.
Mhm.
If I know you got, you know. If not, we can do it another time. You let me know up there. It's sick, bro. You like it.
Mhm.
You like it, dude. I'm telling you. Would.
It's worth it to watch it. I mean, look at
Did
me,
you see episode 1 or no?
who doesn't like gore? I got into it.
Did you see episode 1 or no?
I saw it with Brian.
Okay. Here's the thing, right? Look, it take for some people it may take a little while. All right. You just gotta stay with it, bro. I'm telling you, it gets really good, especially when they go into the city and Merle and all that stuff and T-Dog. Yeah, man.
Second episode. Well, actually, it's the first.
Especially when like Lori is like, I'm like, what? With who? With his what? And I'm like, it's like, what? That you're loving it. I'm sorry. All right. On that note, anything else? Continue, Gloria.
Glenn's not dead. Glenn's not dead. Glenn's not dead.
Yep.
His intestines are not in his throat. Okay, you can't be like this and they're like whipping out. You're like, ah. You wouldn't be. First of all, it's not the scream that you're getting your intestines ripped out. Because if you're getting your intestines ripped out, you'd be like this, like whatever. Like he's just like It's like all angles. He's showing his mouth open.
Actually, he's screaming and gurgling because blood's coming out of his mouth.
Yeah, he's not dead. That's ridiculous.
And that didn't happen. He didn't gargle and have
He
a
wouldn't be able to. He would blood be gushing out of his nose, his mouth. He'd be like, "That's ridiculous."
I consulted a doctor.
He's like doing a symphony with his voice. Like he could sing opera for crying out loud, and he's just like, "Wait a minute, wake up, dude. That's not your intestines."
And stuff. Any injury to the guts, like if you got stabbed or if you're
He'd be dead the moment they. Come on, that's
you
ridiculous.
puking up blood. The blood will start because the internal injuries make you bleed on the inside.
First of all, his heart would be out of his chest. He'd be dead instantly.
Yes.
So that's like ridiculous. He would not be able to function. Whatever. I'm telling you.
Yo, I just gotta say, I love how this show has turned everybody into like FBI coordinators and like surgeons and stuff, and they're like, no, here's the evidence because this is what happened, and if this would have happened, this would have happened. We are all educated because of this show. I think that's
right.
great.
That's
We will
right.
become forensic, like
Investigators, yeah.
We're CIS in here, up in here.
Right.
We're WDI. What is that?
Listen,
Walking
he would
Dead
not be
investigation?
able to- Listen, he would not be able to lift his head up or turn or eyelash if his spine was ripped out. Okay, with his intestines. It's like
And if he was
you're dissecting a Glenn like he's on a lab table, like you dissect a frog. You don't see the frog go like whatever. It's like you're ripping this stuff out. Okay, come on now.
We're agents of WD. What would be WD?
And they're so stupid, the walkers.
IB.
They're so stupid. They think they're eating him.
Yeah.
And they just are. I mean, well, he's like, they think they're eating him because this guy's on top of him. They can't think straight.
That's why they're not going for his face because they're so busy eating the guts.
Dumber than F, and that's true. It's like ridiculous.
This is the final report of WDIB, Walking Dead Investigation Bureau.
Right. I want to see now. You know what I want to see now? I want to see them do like a Glenn action figure now when it's like all said and done, where you have like the body of Nick on him, taking out the intestines. I want to tell you something, and people are gonna take this the wrong way, but you want to know why?
Why?
Glenn is still alive?
Why?
Because of Jesus.
Yeah.
All right.
I have a feeling
Because Jesus is coming
Yeah.
in the episode, and you know what? Jesus is coming, and Glenn's going to be with Jesus. Because I saw him standing next to Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus didn't start it, and I'm not talking about Jesus.
No,
I'm talking
yeah.
about
The character.
Jesus, okay?
No,
Jesus is
That
coming.
they also, some people think that Jesus is actually going to save them. That he's going to come out of a manhole, see him, pull him under, or help him under anyway.
Right. Well,
North
Jesus is
Sewer.
coming.
He's going to be going under the sewer, into the sewers, and that's why Maggie and Aaron are in the sewer in those one shots in the trailer, because they're looking for him, because they probably go to where he was, where he told Rick they were,
Right.
or around the area, and they find something there that shows that they were there, but then they see the hole under the mat.
And there's going to be 2 more commandments. Is like, thou shalt not be stupid, and thou shalt not believe that Glenn is dead. That's basically what's going to happen. Okay? God. The guy was tied to a chair. He duct tape, everything. He lived through everything.
He lived through so many
That's what I said about Andrea, right? And I was like, there's no way. And they killed her. And I'm like, come on.
He's got this. He's
got this,
Jesus.
man.
Jesus is
He had 4 people on top of him.
yeah.
And then he's walking around. I'm like, is he bit? No, he's not.
Is this true about Jesus that in the comic book they say he's an escape artist? A real good.
I don't know, man.
If so, then I think he is the one that's going to help Glenn.
I just can't wait for Jesus, because when you see
Glenn
Jesus,
himself is
Glenn is with Jesus.
You know what's gonna be hilarious is when like Scott M. Gimple and like the crew of the show, they're watching and reading all these tweets and they're gonna be like, oh, we'll show them, and they actually change it to where he dies.
Oh, I
God.
would kid
No, you know what's really going to be bad for them, though?
Go to Atlanta.
You know what's going to be bad for them?
What?
If there is a subplot where Rick's going to lose his hand, nobody gives a shit because everybody's focused on Glenn dying. Nobody gives a rat's ass. I'm sorry for the language, but nobody gives a rat's ass that Rick cut himself. They're not even thinking about blood on top of it. Nothing.
I was watching it. I was crying so much about Glenn that I didn't really. I mean, I rewatched it, so now I know that every little detail about afterwards.
And Rick's not upset or scared because of the walkers.
I couldn't focus that much on any of the rest of the episodes. Like usually they kill off a character that's big like that like at the end of an episode, but they did it in the middle. So it's like I couldn't even pay attention really after that because I was so upset, and I didn't really even want to finish watching it because I was so upset because it was I don't want to watch this anymore. I threw the remote at the TV.
Oh my god.
Actually, I'm not watching.
Listen. Rick is the type when he was pissed off.
Yeah.
He's like screaming at people that he's like, Tyrese is like, get out! Like screaming, like flipping, talking about the phone, right? He just locked himself into prison, and he just stood in there the whole day, just like killing thousands of walkers. Who's singing?
Jeanette.
Fuck you. What happened? You humming? Oh, okay. The interruption of this podcast for humming.
Sorry.
What happened?
I love that.
I'm boring now? No. All right. So I'm sorry. No. So anyway, I curse too much, probably. All right. So anyway, Rick just had enough in the prison. He's like, leave it alone, like yelling at, oh, and they just left him in there, and the whole day he just killed walkers in the prison with I don't know what he used. I don't know if he spit at them or yelled in their face and made their brain explode, but he was ripping cuts. He didn't
You think you're gonna take this prison from me?
Yeah.
And then you see him Rick's in there, it's okay, and they know there's I don't know how many hundreds of walkers. They're he's crazy right now. He may kill us. Just leave him in there. Carol, what time is it? Okay, and then they went 12 hours later, and you see the whole hallway of the prison, bodies everywhere, and Rick's on the phone, what? It's whatever, just nuts. There's no way that Rick is scared about any of these walkers coming at him. He's scared because he thinks his kids are in trouble or dead. Or the baby food, and that's basically it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now you can hum, Danette.
No, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Oh,
I have 3 things going on.
Oh, okay. Don't worry.
They pulled the whole are they dead? No, they're dead.
They
aren't dead. They are dead. They are kind of thing with Carol in the prison. Remember? Of course, that we didn't see, and of course she.
I'm still surprised we didn't talk about Carol being Assassin's Creed as many casts as we did with Glenn dying. I mean, that was amazing.
That's awesome.
The best scene ever. They're like, hey, what's hey man, what's up? It was great. She just shot him dead. It was even Rick's didn't even wait for them to come around. He shot through the RV. Screw these mothers. It was great. Didn't even give a crap. He's I can't even be bothered with this right now.
I love that.
And I don't know what happened with Daryl. What was that whole significance of I'm going off?
They were actually more wolves because if you look at the mirror, the back mirror.
I know they were wolves, but Rick didn't even care. He's I don't need this RV. He's probably destroying the RV's tires or something, not even realizing it.
Exactly.
He's he destroyed everything. He's Adam, whatever, He's
upset. He's worried about his kids.
He can basically make noise and then get out the back of the RV. I mean, that's whatever. So, all right. Anything else, guys? I just got so excited with this episode. I'm screaming. Now my bones are going to be popping when I go to bed because,
That is it's all over the net.
I think Rick needs a battle cry, immediately.
Yeah.
He did. It was called.
Yeah, he needs to do that all the time.
We haven't done it a lot this season for some reason.
They have to have the syllable, call Lauren, like whatever, you know.
It'd be funny if they last long enough for Judith to say her first word. It would be Carl. Carl.
Yeah.
Well, of course, they're not saying it now, so she's not able to hear it enough to where it would be her first word. So.
Her first words are gonna be Shane. Like, what the heck?
Oh, man.
Oh no.
Is he froze?
The wolves got to him.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, please, no. if he got... Well, he's still
Oh
on.
man.
Oh, no. We have to carry this podcast until it cuts off.
How did they get into his apartment?
I don't know.
They want the podcast.
Oh, no.
You think you're gonna take this podcast from Gloria, Daniel, Joe, me?
That right there. That's right. I love that.
Gosh, who do these people think they are? Oh no!
Oh.
No. Now it will cut off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say... well, actually, it will go off by itself. But, yeah. So everybody, he got cut off. So I'm just going to end it now in case it cuts off. And he could edit the ending if he wants. Thanks for watching.
That's a competent director right there.
Yes.
Thanks for watching the Real Walking Cast. I forgot what number. Oh, no.
Oh my goodness. I don't remember.
I guess if we all drop out, it will cut off.
I guess so.
Okay.
Okay.
In 3, 2, 1.